Here we are. Good and strong and hot. For yours with white sugar, I believe.
Please.
Good and strong and hot with white and sugar. Like the room?
Yes?
We sleep here. These are beds. The great thing about these beds is they are susceptible to any amount of permutation. They can be separated as they are now. They can be set together. One can bisect the other. They can be set feet, head, side by side. It's the casters. They make all this possible. Yes. I remember you quite clearly from the Wayfarers.
What?
The Wayfarers Tavern just off Brompton Road.
When was that?
Years ago.
I don't think so.
Yes, it was you. I never forget a face. You used to sit in the corner. Sometimes alone, sometimes with others. And here you are, in my house in the country. Incredible. A fellow named Luke used to go in there, you knew him.
Luke?
Good chap. Blonde hair, blonde beard. Yeah, it's a whole crew of them. The poets. Stuntmen, jockeys, stand-up comedians, that whole kind of setup. You used to wear a black scarf and a sweater and a black skirt
Me?
and black stockings. Don't tell me you've forgotten the Wayfarers Tavern. You may have forgotten the name, but you must remember the pub. You were the darling of the saloon bar.
I wasn't rich, you know. I didn't have money for alcohol.
You didn't have to pay. You were looked after. You had escorts. I brought you a few drinks myself.
You?
Sure.
Never.
Yes, I remember clearly.
You?
I bought you drinks 20 years ago or so.
You're saying we've met before?
Of course we've met before. We've talked before. In the Wayfarers Tavern, for example. In the corner, for example. Luke didn't like it, but we ignored him. Later, we went to a flat. Someone's flat near where Westbourne Grove. You sat on a very low sofa. I sat opposite you and looked up your skirt. Your stockings were very black because your thighs were so white. It's not quite the same palpable profit in it now, though, is there? It's all over now. All over now. But it was worthwhile then. It was worthwhile that night. I simply sat sipping my light ale and gazed. Gazed up your skirt. You didn't object. You found my gaze perfectly acceptable.
I was aware of your gaze, was I?
There was an argument going on about China, or death and China. I don't remember which. But nobody but I had a thigh-kissing view, and nobody but you had the thighs which kissed. And here you are. Same woman, same thighs. Yes. Then a friend came in, a girlfriend. She sat with you on the sofa, both together, chatting and giggling. I settled lower to gaze at you both, to gaze at both your thighs, squealing and hissing. You aware, she unaware. Then a great multitude of men surrounded me and demanded to know my opinion about China or death or whichever one it was. They would not let me be, but they bent over me. And what with their chipped teeth and their stinking breath and the hair in their noses and the asses on the side of my chair and China or death, whatever it was, I was forced to get up and plunge through them, followed by them with a great ferocity, as if I had been the cause of this argument. And then shoving through one more time to get to the table with the linoleum cover to get one more full bottle of light ale. And then looking again through the smoke, seeing two girls' heads, one of them yours, chatting and giggling. Soon enough I couldn't see anything, stocking or thigh. You were gone. I wandered over to the sofa. There was no one on it. I gazed at the indentations of 4 buttocks, 2 of which were yours.
I've rarely heard a sadder story.
I agree.
I'm terribly sorry.
That's all right. Never saw you again. Disappeared from the area. Perhaps you moved out.
No, I didn't.
I never saw you in the Wayfarer's Tavern again. Where were you?
Oh, at the concerts, I should think, or at the ballet. Katie's taking a long time over her bath.
Well, you know how she gets when she's in the bath.
Yes.
Enjoys it. Takes a long time.
She does.
Hell of a long time. Really luxuriates in it. Soaps herself up. And then washes the soap off. Side by side. Meticulously. She's both thorough and, I must say, sensuous. Gives herself a comprehensive going over, and apart from everything else, emerges as clean as a new pin. Don't you think?
Very clean.
Truly so. Not a speck, not a tide mark. Shiny as a balloon.
A kind of floating.
What?
She floats from the bath as if in a dream, unaware of anyone standing there waiting for her, with her towel waiting to wrap it round her, quite absorbed. Until the towel is placed on her shoulders.
It's then that I find she is completely incompetent at drying herself off. Did you find that? She can give herself an incredibly effective scrub, but can she with the same efficiency give herself an equally effective rub? I have found in my case that is not true. Always find a few unwanted, unexpected, cheeky globules dripping about.
Why don't you dry her yourself?
Is that what you'd recommend?
Well, you would do it properly.
In her bath towel?
How out?
How out?
Well, how else would you dry her out? Out of her bath towel?
I don't know.
Well, then dry her yourself in her bath towel.
Why don't you dry her in her bath towel?
Me?
Well, surely you do it right.
No.
What? You're a woman. You know where and how and in what density moisture collects on a woman's body.
No two women are the same.
Well, that is true enough. I've got a brilliant idea. Why don't we do it with powder?
Is that a brilliant idea?
Isn't it?
It's quite common to powder yourself after a bath.
It is quite common to powder yourself after a bath, but it is quite uncommon to be powdered. Or is it? It's not where I come from, I can tell you that. My mother would have a fit. You know what? Listen. Tell you what, I will do the whole lot. Towel and the powder. After all, I am her husband. But you can supervise the whole thing. Here's some hot tips while you're at it. Really kill two birds with one stone. Christ. You must be about 40 by now, I should think. If I walked into the Wayfarer's Tavern tonight and saw you sitting in the corner, I wouldn't recognize you. The way you wear your hat,
The way you sip your tea.
the memory of all that.
No, they can't take that away from me. The way you comb your hair.
The way you sing off key.
The way you haunt my dreams.
No, they can't take that away from me.
The way you hold your knife.
The way we danced till 3.
The way you changed my life.
No, they can't take that away from me.
Isn't she beautiful?
Isn't she?
Thank you. I feel fresh. The water's very soft here, much softer than London. I always find the water very hard in London. That's one reason I like living in the country. Everything's softer. The water, the lights, the shapes, the sounds. There aren't such edges here. And living close to the sea, too. You can't say where it begins or ends. That appeals to me. I don't care for harsh lines. I deplore that kind of urgency. I'd like to go to the east, or somewhere like that. Somewhere very hot, where you can lie under a mosquito net and breathe quite slowly. You know, somewhere where you can look through the flap of a tent and see sand. That kind of thing. The only nice thing about a big city is that when it rains, it blurs everything. And blurs the lights from the cars, doesn't it? And blurs your eyes and you have rain on your lashes. It's the only nice thing about a big city.
That's not the only nice thing about a city. You can have a nice room, and a nice gas fire, and a nice warm dressing gown, And a nice hot drink waiting for you when you come in?
Is it raining?
No.
Well, I've decided I will stay in tonight anyway.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Now you can have a nice strong cup of coffee after your bath. Hey, I could do the hem on your black dress. I could finish it and you could try it on. Or I could read to you.
Have you dried yourself properly, Kate?
I think so.
Are you sure? All over.
I think so. I feel quite dry.
Are you quite sure? I don't want you sitting here damply all over the place. See that smile? That's the smile she smiled after Odd Man Out. Well, after quite some time. What did you think of it?
It's a very beautiful smile.
This coffee's cold.
I'm sorry. I'll make some fresh.
Oh, Kenny, thank you. Is Charlie coming over?
I can ring him if you like.
What about McCabe?
Do you really want to see anyone?
I don't think I like McCabe.
Nor do I.
He's strange. He says some very strange things to me.
What things?
Oh, all sorts of funny things.
I've never liked him.
Duncan's nice, though, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
I like his poetry so much. But you know who I like best?
Who?
Christy.
He's lovely.
He's so gentle. And his humor. Hasn't he got a lovely sense of humor? And I think he's so sensitive. Why don't you ask him round?
He can't make it. He's out of town.
Oh, what a pity.
Are you planning on visiting anyone else in your time in England? Relations, cousins, brothers?
No. I know no one. Except for Kate.
Do you find her changed?
Oh, not really. Just a little, maybe. When I knew her first, she was so shy. So shy. She would, as shy as a fawn, really, she was. When people would lean in to speak to her, she would fold herself away from them, so that though she was still within their reach, she was no longer approachable to them. She would fold herself from them. They could no longer speak or go through with their touches. I put it down to her upbringing, a parson's daughter, and indeed, there was a good deal of Bronte about her.
Was she a parson's daughter?
But if I did not think Bronte in passion, but only in secrecy, in being so stubbornly private. I remember her first blush.
What? What was it? Why?
I had borrowed a pair of her underwear to go to a party. Later that night, I confessed it was naughty of me. She looked at me. Nonplussed, perhaps, is the word. But I told her, in fact, that I had been punished for my sin. For a man at the party had spent the whole evening looking at my skirt.
She blushed at that.
Deeply.
Looking up your skirt in her underwear.
But from that night on, from time to time. She would insist I borrow her underwear. And each time she proposed it, she would blush, but propose it she did. And when there was anything to tell her when I got back, if there was anything of interest to tell her, I told her.
Did she blush then?
I could never see her face clearly then. I would come in and find her reading under the lamp and begin to tell her, but she would say, no, turn off the light. And she preferred to be told in the dark. But what with the light from the gas fire and the light through the curtains, it was never completely dark. And what she didn't know was that, knowing her preference, I would choose a position in the room from which I could see her face. But she could not see mine. She could hear my voice only. And so she listened. And I watched her listening.
Sounds a perfect marriage.
Oh, we were great friends.
You say she was Bronte in secrecy, but not in passion? What was she in passion?
I feel that is your province.
You feel that is my province? Well, you're damn right it is my province. I'm glad that someone is finally showing a little bit of taste at last. Of course it's my bloody province. I am her husband. I just want to ask a question. Am I the only one that is beginning to find all this a bit distasteful?
Oh, but what could you find distasteful? I have flown from Rome to see my oldest friend after 20 years and to meet her husband. What is it that worries you?
What worries me is the thought of your husband. Alone, living hand to mouth on a few hard-boiled eggs, unable to speak a damn word of English.
I interpret when necessary.
Yes, but you're here with us, and he's there, alone, lurching up and down the terrace, waiting for a speedboat. Waiting for a speedboat to spill out beautiful people, that is. Beautiful Mediterranean people. All that. A kind of elegance that we know nothing about. A kind of slim-bellied Côte d'Azur thing that we know absolutely nothing about. A lobster sauce ideology that we know fuck all about. The most long legs in the world. The most phenomenally soft voices. I can hear them now. Why don't we just put it all on the table? I've got my finger on pulses throughout the globe. Deprivations and insults. So why should I waste my time listening to two...
If you don't like it, go.
Go. Where can I go?
To China. Or Sicily.
I haven't got a speedboat. I haven't got a white dinner jacket.
China then.
You know what they do to me in China if they found me in a white dinner jacket? They bloody well kill me. You know what they're like over there?
You're welcome to come to Sicily. At any time. Both of you would be my guests. I would like you to understand that I came here not to disturb, but to celebrate. To celebrate a very old and treasured friendship. Something that was forged between us long before you knew of our existence. I found her She came to know many wonderful people through my introduction. I took her to cafes, almost private one, where artists and writers and sometimes actors collected. We sat hardly breathing, listening to the world around us. All I wanted for her was her happiness. That is all I want for her still.
We've met before. You know, Anna and I. At the Wayfarer's Tavern. She took a bit of a fancy to me. I was quite attractive in those days. Pretty nifty, to be really. A bit squinky. Curly hair. What? We had a bit of a scene. She didn't have any bread, so I bought her a drink. She stared at me with big eyes, shy, all that bit. She was pretending to be you at the time. She was doing a pretty good job of it, wearing your underwear at the time. She was. Amiably allowed me a gander. True blue generosity. Admirable in a woman. We went to a party put on by a bunch of philosophers. Edgware Road gang. Great guys. Haven't seen any of them in years. Open minds. Really spoke their thoughts. These are the people I miss. They're all dead now. Anyway, I haven't seen any of them in years. Maida Vale Brew. Big Eric, Little Tony. They live somewhere near Paddington Library. On the way to the party, we went to a coffee shop. I bought her a cup of coffee. Beers with faces. She thought she was you. Said little. So little. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was you, sipping coffee with me, saying little. So little.
What do you think attracted her to you?
I don't know. What?
She found your face very sensitive, vulnerable.
She did?
She wanted to comfort it in the way only a woman can.
She did.
Oh, yes.
She wanted to comfort my face in the way only a woman can.
She was prepared to extend herself to you.
I beg your pardon?
She fell in love with you.
With me?
You were so unlike the others. We knew men who were brutish, crass.
And there really are such men then. Crass men.
Quite crass.
But I was crass. Wasn't I? Looking up her skirt?
That's not crass.
If it was her skirt? If it was her?
It was my skirt. It was me. I remember your look very well. I remember you well.
But I remember you. I remember you dead. I remember you lying dead. You didn't know I was watching you. I leaned over you. Your face was dirty. You lay dead, your face scrawled with dirt, all kinds of earnest inscriptions, but unblotted so that they had run all over your face down to your throat. Your sheets were immaculate. I was glad. I would have been unhappy if your corpse had lain in an unwholesome sheet. It would have been graceless. I mean, as far as I was concerned. As far as my room was concerned. After all, you were dead in my room. When you woke, my eyes were above you, staring down at you. You tried to do my little trick. One of my tricks you had borrowed. My little slow smile. My little slow, sly, shy smile. My bend of the head. My half closing of the eye. That we knew so well. But it didn't work. The grin only split the dirt at the sides of your mouth and stuck. You stuck in your grin. I looked for tears, but could see none. Your pupils weren't in your eyes. Your bones were breaking through your face. But all was serene. There was no suffering. It had all happened elsewhere. Last rites I did not feel necessary, or any celebration. I felt the time and season appropriate, and that by dying alone and dirty, you had acted with proper decorum. It was time for my bath. I had quite a lengthy bath. Got out, walked about the room, listening, pulled up a chair, sat naked beside you, and watched you. When I brought him into the room, your body, of course, had gone. What a relief it was to have a different body in my room. A male body, behaving quite differently, doing all those things they do and which they think are good, like sitting with one leg over the arm of an armchair. We had a choice of 2 beds, your bed or my bed, to lie in or on, to grind noses together, in or on. He liked your bed and thought he was different in it because he was a man. But one night, I said, let me do something, a little thing, a little trick. He lay there in your bed. He looked up at me with great expectation. He was gratified. He thought I had profited from his teaching. He thought I was going to be sexually forthcoming, that I was about to take a long-promised initiative. I dug about in the window box where you planted our pretty pansies, scooped, filled the bowl, and plastered his face with dirt. He resisted. With force. He would not let me dirty his face or smudge it. He wouldn't let me. He suggested a wedding instead, and a change of environment. Neither mattered. He asked me once, at about that time, who had slept in that bed before him. I told him no one. No one at all.